And we are live. So welcome to my live stream. So as you can see, I accidentally just put to a Geometry Dash live stream Fridays instead. There we go, it's fixed. So as you can see, I'm doing this live stream instead of just uploading a video of celebrating Windows 98's 20th birthday. Also, my TV is in low volume, very low volumes, because I'm watching WWE. I don't want to get copyright related issues with WWE. So speaking of that, let's just boot up Windows 98. Now I'm gonna run Windows 98 in a virtual machine instead of on an actual computer, because in my personal opinion of doing this is actually a lot faster. I cannot do an upload or recording the video of doing this is because it's gonna take a little while. And then I'm gonna miss the date for how Windows 98's birthday is celebrated. But you know what? I'll just do it here, just in case. Yeah, I'm right now live. So as you can see, I'm just, okay. It still says Geometry Dash there for some reason, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave that alone anyway. Of course, I'm just as administrator. This is how Windows 98 looks. So just sit back and enjoy the Windows 98 startup. So I'm gonna just do something in the chat. Yeah, I'm in the chat already, so yeah. Now sit back and enjoy the startup sound of Windows 98. Actually, it did lag behind there, but see, it actually runs a lot faster in the virtual machine. Yes, because I'm using VMware on a modern computer. It's because this is actually a modern computer, and it's out of the question that you can run Windows 98 on a newer computer. It's because it's the operating system is too old to run on a newer computer. So if you really wanted to run Windows 98 on a newer computer, then you'll have to run this operating system in a virtual machine. It's because it's actually out of the question to run it on a newer computer on actual hardware. You should only run it on a virtual machine if you're going to run this OS on a newer computer. So again, there's no one's chatting, so let me do something. Hold on, guys. So I'm on my MacBook. Yes. I hope he's awake, because he lives in Germany. Anyways, I subscribed to him, and yeah. So as you can see, the oh wow, we got 2 watching. That's cool. So I removed the description of most of the stuff. It's just for only the Geometry Dash live stream Fridays and Saturdays. So yeah, so that way I can make this stream to celebrate Windows 98's 20th birthday. So as you can see, man, I just pretty much like this OS, but I did miss it because I did miss this OS is because it's Windows 98 is dead already. It's because it's obsolete and it's old and it's no longer supported. So as you can see, And yes, if you didn't notice, Windows 98 was supported by Microsoft all the way up until 2006, when its support was dropped along with Windows ME support dropped along with that as well. So yeah, on that same date, Microsoft dropped support for both Windows 98 and Windows ME on that same date in July of 2006 at the same time. So yeah, you got remember that. So even though even though sadly Windows 98 is very obsolete today, it's 100% obsolete today, unfortunately. So as you can see in the old Windows Explorer, known as the File Explorer, which some people call the Windows Explorer File Explorers because it's an application where you just browse your files. So, for example, I just browse my C drive. As you can see, it's an 8GB virtual drive, and yeah, it's because it's running in a virtual machine. Even though the best thing that you run this operating system in a virtual machine on a newer computer is that it's going to run a lot faster and much better than running it on an actual old clunky computer, which is this operating system, like I said, is obsolete today. Unfortunately, it's 100% obsolete, 0% market share. So that's kind of a sad state of affairs there. Yeah, and what's also a sad state of affairs in Windows 98 is web browsing. It's because with Internet Explorer, which is so out of date and it won't render anything besides some websites, like some basic websites like Google won't load at all. You see, I know it's a pretty lightweight browser, but it won't even load on this version of Internet Explorer because it's running Internet Explorer 6, which is also obsolete today because it's kind of obsolete, but yes, because it's 2001 and it's several years out of date, and it's not gonna render any website. So the only search engine you can run on this version of IE6 is Bing, and that's which that kind of sucks. It's because I like having to search with Google, but unfortunately it doesn't work under this version of IE6. And yeah, so as you can see, I'm gonna do this 98, and there you go. You can see there's all these celebrations for Windows 98's birthday. And, okay, yeah, so yeah, let's go to the images, and yeah, so what the images of the operating system is. Yeah. Oh, come on, what's with the scrolling issue? Yeah, so yeah, it's what what this is, a scrolling issue. Yeah, I used this picture for the thumbnail of this stream, so as you can see, this is stupid. So you go Windows XP. Even though I'm not talking about Windows XP in the stream. Yes, we go for Vista, which is a worst operating system back then, and we got 7, 8, and where's 10? Instead I gotta type that in. There we go, 10. So even though I don't run this on this main partition of this computer no more, it's because it's having several problems like memory management, and even as well when I updated it to the latest build, which is the April 2018 update, then some programs wouldn't work anymore, so I have to just go back to Windows 8.1, and I like how it runs very fast. So yeah, but Windows 10 would run a bit slower on this computer because it's due to the memory management it takes. So yeah, so that kind of sucked, and I just went back to its default OS, Windows 8.1. I was Windows 98 because Windows 98 wouldn't work on this computer anyway, because Windows 98 is too old to run this newer computer, because this computer is too new to run Windows 98 on actual hardware. It's because I can only just run Windows 98 on this computer via a virtual machine, because that's the only way that you can use this operating system on a newer computer. Yeah, it's just look up on this the operating system I just currently use to this day. It's on extended support right now today, so because it's 2018. But in that, hold on. Yeah, I think maybe 5 to 6 years it's gonna end support for the operating system, and I have to jump back to 10. So yeah, that's a dumb right there. I don't know what that is. Yeah, this is just what Microsoft's latest logo icon looks like, which is this icon right there. And this is what the operating system's logo looks like for Windows 8.1, which is known to be as an icon for the start button, which is right here, but I used Classic Shell instead of the start screens because it's easier to navigate through. So, alright, come on. So I just went back to the virtual machine. Windows 95. You know, it's several years older than Windows 98. So yeah. Even though IE6 is a bit lightweight, but I wouldn't run it anyways because it's very obsolete on that version. So the version the only web browser I mostly often use on Windows 98 is Opera. But however, when you're going to run Opera on Windows 98, which is the latest version that it could support on, yeah, you'll find it's pretty out of date, and it won't render some websites correctly. It won't render anything besides the most basic of websites like Google. And I like how Google is generally lightweight. It's because yeah, I know Google does a what's the point of this stream? Yeah, hello. Yeah. And yes, Google does a pretty good job on working with out-of-date browsers, just because it's lightweight. So if you really want to use Windows 98 if you really want to web browse on Windows 98, you can just use it for Google searching. that's pretty much about it as far as I go with it on web browsing in Windows 98 is Google search. So there we go. And unlike an IE6, it does love Google. And yes, the scrolling works correctly, unlike an IE where it actually has some typical scrolling issues. You see, it's got incorrect scrolling. As you can see, it scrolls down all the way to the bottom as I just go scrolling up. If I scroll up, it could immediately scroll all the way down to the bottom of the web page. As you can see, oh, what is this? I don't know what the hell is that thing. I don't know what the hell is this. This looks weird. It's because IE6 is old. Yeah, IE6 is old, and yeah, IE6 is old and it won't render anything. So yeah, Opera will still run some websites, but it won't render anything besides the most basic of websites. Because if I just open a website, hold on, let's see it. Let's go. Oh, what's this? I don't know. Yeah. Alright, let's just paste and go. Alright, sorry about the interruption. My mom came in, she was giving me some medications I need to take. Actually, I was going to open my website, but for some reason, just the stuff from what I wrote in the description. Copy. Ugh. This is stupid. It won't even do it. Dang it. How? I can't even just... Oh, hello. Hello, Wilson. Pasta. I don't know. Okay, so... I can't even just copy my... Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna... You know, if I just loaded my website in Chrome, it would display it perfectly. But if I would open on this browser... Nah, it's gonna just run like crap. See, it displays like crap. My main website displays like crap under this version of Opera because its version is old. I'll show you what version is this. You see, and also it does slow down because Opera is a bit of a heavier web browser than Internet Explorer. It's because I was going to use Internet Explorer because it's a little bit lightweight, but however, but the thing that tricked me right there is that I couldn't display any web page at all. So, as you can see, it's running version 10.63, which is one of their very last versions of Opera that supported Windows 98 and Windows 2000 and Windows ME. Not in Windows ME, because I don't think Windows 2000. I gotta look up what version what version of Opera is going to run. That the latest version of Opera is going to run on Windows 2000. I gotta look up. Yeah, but I'm thinking 10.63 is the latest version of Windows 98, which is my personal preference there. So. As you can see, yeah, that's it's old, and this version is old, and it's I think it's actually it's just kind of very obsolete already. It's because it's old and it won't render anything. You can still just customize it, but of course it would just. It's a little bit hard to just customize it. Yeah, it's just weird to customize it. Personal bar. Yeah, it's also just known as the favorites bar. As you can see, it's just place it on the bottom, it's just gonna get in the way. You see, it's weird that it's just put in the top. It's still gonna get in your way. Oh my god. Okay, so you know how I'm just these stupid mouse gestures. Alright, I don't need that bar anyway because it's annoying. The only way I can access bookmarks, yeah. How am I gonna add a favorite? This is stupid. It's just I don't know what this version is. Oh, hello, SimaBrox12. I'm just celebrating Windows 98 20th birthday today because it's June 25th, 2018. It's Windows 98's 20th birthday because it was released to stores on June 25th on this day, but in 1998, way back in 1998, which is 1 years old, and that's why we're celebrating its birthday today. Yeah, this is actually what is? I don't know what this. Oh yeah, the status bar. And the address bar. You can only just have the search bar to go with it. So the tab bar, which you can just make it more like to make it, but I always like to have it there. For simple, yeah, it's just I'll just leave it simple by default. And you can disable that. Yeah. And then, yeah, that's how what the operating system looks. I mean, the browser looks, but it's so stupid to navigate. You see, look at that, the old Facebook page. I remember that. The old Amazon page, but it look at this. It's got .ca because it's maybe because this virtual machine was made in Canada. I don't know. I think it's made in Canada because it's the .ca on for the Amazon webpage. Yeah, I remember the old Kayak page, the old Opera webpage is there, two of them. Yeah, but those were always updated, so they're just not gonna run on this web browser no more. Well, because this browser is old and won't render anything besides the most basic of websites. Alright. So where can I just make a bookmark? Oh yeah, there we go. Finally, I know how to just get a bookmark. Alright. Go back. Sir Google bookmarked? No. Google isn't bookmarked, so I'll just do it. Now I finally get used to just bookmarking web pages on this browser. So, yeah. Oh, that YouTube.com. Oh, look at this. Now we finally get to what we've seen in Internet Explorer, the scrolling issue. So as a result, I have to just scroll by clicking and holding down the scroll bar, which is stupid, or just use the scroll bar arrows. But look at this, how unique the scroll bar arrows just on the scroll bar arrows, which is these little buttons right there, which they highlight when I just point them. Just look at this. They just highlight in blue to just recognize how I'm just pointing at them. And here we are. Yeah, maybe sometime I'm just gonna update my main website because it never seen an update yet. So yes, I don't see. Oh, let's see my banner. I can't get access to just some of the stuff. Hold on, I have to access something else. See what the test is. What? Hold on. I don't know. Is it gonna? Oh, it did work. Well, I have to have these dashes in order to just get to low, which is my Shimmer and Shine page. But it can't do. I cannot just render it like this without the dashes. So they can only work with the dash. I can only access this when I have to put the dashes there. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to recognize this. Yes, because this browser is old. Let's try Bing here. It does load a little bit perfectly, but not much. Yep. June 25th, 1998. I was going to say 2000 or anything. So it's released in 1998. It was on the same year where the Bop It Extreme, Bop It Extreme, where the original Bop It Extreme was released on that year, 1998. So, yeah. And yeah, look at this, the rendering for this is actually not as good as Google, in my personal preference. With the images page, as you can see, it just spaced out from a little bit here. Yeah, rendering with Bing, searching with Bing in the rendering, in my personal preference, isn't good. Is because it's not as good as what Google looks. It's because Google is a lot perfect than Bing. So I'm just watching another screen here. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave like that on my map, but just in case I can see the chats. So yeah, web browsing on here is out of the question. You can see if I try to go to some websites like YouTube.com. When I just tried it out first, I think it didn't ran to your browser is no longer supported thing. It's because it's an older browser. So as you can see, if I try to and this is where I can easily access to my channel, which is right here. I just almost look like that. Oh, thank you for 80 subscribers. I'll make my 80 subscribers special marble race tomorrow. You can see my hold on, just scrolling ish. This rolling right here. Alright. It's done with scrolling. As you can see, they're both live. And this is Bingo Cat's version, and this is my own version. Yeah, and our titles look exactly the same. Oh yeah, for the Labo update. Oh, we got a new subscriber. Yay. I like it. Oh yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe did got an update to work with Nintendo Labo stuff. So you can now use the Toy-Con motorbike. Cool. Okay. You know I don't have a Nintendo Switch, but I'll get it in this year's Christmas. Okay, you know what, Sam Rocks, I'm gonna put you with mod. You can get mod. So he's now the mod of my channel now. So as you can see, this is my most popular uploads. You can see this is stupid to scroll. Man, Let me see, the right click works. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, middle click. The middle click works in Windows 98. I only have 9 subscribers in my Adventures account, which is my second account. And if you didn't notice, it's because due to the inappropriate content Super Mario Logan had, then I just put -EXP to replace that because due to inappropriate content Super Mario Logan had. So, yeah, that's just for content reasons. So, yeah, this is my most recent Adventures video, which is this. So, yeah, I'm just gonna test one of my latest videos, which is maybe I'll try Marble Race 19, and unfortunately the video doesn't play at all. It's because Flash is not supported at all. So yeah, it's because it's out of the question, which is Angry Birds 2016. It was changed. It was changed. Was a separate. But I'll just make a full video of all of my separate already abandoned discontinued channel. I'll just download all of them and then compile them into an whole clip. Oh yeah, it's 2018 now. So yeah, it's 2018 anyway. So I know. Okay. So. Yeah, but I left the number where it was. So yeah, it's because I just like that number a lot better for my name. So yeah, but in the near future I will soon just add YT for YouTube to recognize it's I'm in YouTube. But in the far future I would. Oh, he changed his icon. Yeah, but in the future I will just. Yeah. But in the future, when I get 1,000 subscribers, I will monetize my channel. But I'm just my subscriber count is way too low to get monetization. So yeah, even though I don't like ads, but I wish I could monetize my channel, but I can't right now. It's because I haven't yet hit to 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, but I've seen some people got 1,000 subscribers and then they just immediately monetized their channel. Oh yeah, Raw's over. That's cool. Now I could just put the volume back up. There we go. It's back to where it was. Prevent copyright issues with WWE. Yeah, it's because I got copyright claimed 3 times already in my channel. In my channel life, I just got copyright content ID claims 3 times over 3 Geometry Dash songs. Base After Base, Milky Ways Redux, and Cycles. Cycles is the most recent copyright claim I got. Because I don't know why, it just got me a copyright claim right there, but it's just, they just did that to it for some reason. I don't know why, what happened. Yeah, even though I don't like getting copyright claims, once I get a copyright claim, then I just immediately fix that issue, then I just do that video all over again. So.
It's no ordinary coffee paint is triple cherry and 2 times richer than
Alright. So yeah, this is actually how yeah, I can see this. Yeah, this is what Opera has to this day. The webpage previews. And look at it, there's some lag right there. When I just move my cursor, when there's moving, it's just there's some lag right there. Yeah, that's what the issue I ran into as well. Even though YouTube videos doesn't play at all in Windows 98 anymore, I think. Yeah, it's because none of the browsers work. It's because they're too old. But I don't know what service pack I can get for Windows 98 to put Firefox. But if there was a version of Firefox that would work on Windows 98, but it would be sold out in. Yeah. If there was a version of Firefox that would work on Windows 98, it will actually be compatible, but it would be sold out. But it's actually sold out of date. So out of date, and probably won't work that much better anyway. See, it's you can see my serial number anyway. So see. You see, this is Windows 98 2nd edition. It's registered to WinWorld because I downloaded it via WinWorld. This is from a website there. And the computer, yeah, it's got 256 megabytes of RAM. And of course, it's got a genuine Intel Pentium 2 processor. Yeah. So that's just how to emulate it. Just open heat because I'm gonna full screen this. Yeah, some people really like this version of Paint because it's actually good, even though it's a decent version of Paint, but it's actually compared to today's Paint like this. But in my personal opinion, I like this version of Paint a lot better than this, is because it's actually a lot easier to work with. But with this, it's actually a lot simpler, but it's a bit difficult to put. Oh yeah, this is yeah. Yeah, but I'd rather prefer this over this, is because this is actually a lot simpler. And plus, it's actually a lot easier to get with. Yeah, this look of Paint was debuted in Windows 7. So, as you can see, and yeah, this is actually I can draw. This is actually you can use. You can do right click. Yeah, you could just erase crap. Yeah, but Paint would have been a lot easier on a touchscreen. But this computer is not touchscreen at all. Then of course it would be a bit difficult with the mouse. Do Mario Kart 7? I'll do it tomorrow. Don't worry. Okay. So as you can see, it's gonna be a little bit weird having to do stuff like this. Man, this is actually a lot thin. As you can see, it's hard to draw the Windows 98 logo flag with stuff like this.
Be careful, don't forget about the shout-outs. One more strike and I gotta kick you out. I gotta get a perfect record now. Yeah, cannot miss another one. Okay, here's your final $25 question.
Just draw the logo.
What exactly is her
And there we go.
What is her body doing? Yes. Dancing? No, dancing is a good guess, but it's sweating. Then schwitzing, she's sweating, and then strike 3, Vicky. I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. That's all right. It's nice to meet you. Enjoy your stay in New York. You're gonna be schwitzing out there in a couple of minutes.
Okay, so my mom washes the dishes before she puts them in the dishwasher. And her gross, she washes them at 10. So what does the dishwasher do?
New Cascade Platinum lets your dishwasher be the dishwasher. These new action packs unleash 3 different cleaning agents that dissolve food, lift it off, and rinse it away the first time.
Wow, that's cool. So let's work for my mom.
New Cascade Platinum. Nothing cleans better.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Outrageous, say 15% or more. By just calling or going online to contact. So, are you gonna... Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. It's time for the lowest prices of the season. With savings on the new Sleep Number 360 smartphone. It senses your every move and automatically adjusts on both sides to keep you effortlessly comfortable. And so
I'm making this.
is your Becky back? For a limited time, save up to $500
Now?
plus free home delivery on Sleep
Oh, it's a
Number
little too late.
and June 30th. Leading Ranges list have been used before.
But so do lots of websites.
I didn't want that.
Then I found out it's free. Wait, it's free.
Free check ratings, free reviews.
And they'll even match your apartment with
It's
qualified pros.
too late in my time. It's because it's 11:15 in my time zone, and it's too late for me. I have to just do it tomorrow. It's because it's 11:15, and I'm gonna go to bed soon. Cause it's already nighttime.
IRS debt affecting your work area? If you receive a wage verdict, a fake levy, have unfiled taxes, or have an existing IRS debt of $10,000 or more,
56 color.
I made a call. Paramount negotiated the settlement a week before.
Yeah, come on, because it's actually too late in my time. I'm gonna have to go to bed soon.
wait, call. For a free consultation, make the call today. Families may trust nursing homes to provide a safe environment and quality care for their loved ones. But it is important to look for warning signs of abuse and neglect. Warning signs may include broken bones, bed sores, and malnutrition. If you suspect a loved one is suffering abuse or neglect, you can speak with an attorney to help protect their rights.
Call Socoloff Law for a free legal consultation. 1-800-475-5139. That's 1-800-475-5139.
Bitmap
I'm not a
image.
spokesperson. The most visually addictive game on television. It's interactive. Like me?
I'll just use it a little bit more. Paint open. Opera already open. Let me just resize the window. Yeah, the OS is pretty darn overall snappy, as you can see. You can see the operating system is snappy. I'm playing Minesweeper right there. Yeah, but the window is small by taste. Voice chat is so complicated, thanks Nintendo. Yeah, it's so funny. So as you can see, that's pretty funny right there. Thanks Nintendo for making the voice chat complicated for us on the Nintendo Switch for Splatoon 2. So yeah, Splatoon 2 voice chat is way complicated because you have to just configure crap. Alright, you can see. I don't like that test. The text it has. Just know this. This is high res right there. Color line. Here we go. I'm serious. Okay. As you can see. Yeah, that's actually how it actually looks. You have to DOS command prompt, which is actually a little bit complicated today, but it was actually a simple thing back then when Windows 98 was new. But right now in the modern world, Windows 98 is old. As you can see, it won't even just load the media guide at all. Media guide is out of the question anyways on this version of Media Player. But how I like about this version of Media Player is got that automatically hiding menu bar. It comes up instantly as long as the computer is a little bit more powerful. The only good thing about the Nintendo Switch online app is LatNed 2. Yeah, so yeah, I like how they're automatically hiding menu bar there. I like it. I'm a fan of it. Let's see what this version is. Yeah, it's version 9, which says, for some reason, says Media Player 9 Series. And it's version 2000. Yeah, it's 2002 and is actually pretty old. Actually, you know what? For fun, I'm just gonna leave it open. And by default, it opens this, which doesn't even look like it's gonna work no more. Right. In this classic start menu, some people missed it because it's actually cool and simpler to get around with. System monitor. Compared to Windows Task Manager, which is like this, which this look of Task Manager like this is used in Windows 10 today, except these buttons are updated to a much completely flatter look in Windows 10. Yeah, oh my god, 83% of the RAM management. And this was before Microsoft put Task Manager to have a little bit more simpler to use. I don't know. Maybe for start logging. This is dumb. Actually, it's not as good as Windows 10. Not the more modern Windows Task Manager. You don't have this. You don't have a Switch, so you don't know. Yeah, I actually know I don't have a Switch. So, oh, what is that? What are they there? Yeah, just stay like that onto the screen. So, oops, I just beat this. For Windows Update, as you can see, for some reason when I look at this, when I try to get to Windows Update, then of course it just keep doing this. It does its own loop like this, and that's it. Yeah, that's the end of the story right there. It's because it just does its own thing. Yeah, I know it. With Windows Update, it makes it. It's actually the end of the story right there. It's because it does its own loop and that's it. So yeah, it does its own loop and there you go. That's it. It's a wrap. Calculator. Yeah, but you could do scientific and you could view more stuff. Yeah, I think that's the version of calculator that looks like this, and then just used all the way up to this stuff. So, and this is what the control panel looked like, and I like how it's this, like the classic view, is because some people, some people don't like the category view right now today in the control panel Windows today. Is because it's actually category, but they decided to make this a little bit much more cleaner looking, but of course it's a little bit but it's actually confusing to look for the stuff you want to look for. So it makes it a little bit confusing, but some people like this because it's actually you can see all the stuff at once. Yeah, same thing with the small icons view. This is actually applies to Windows 7 and newer. So as you can see, but if you want classic view in Windows Vista and XP, they just have those options in the sidebar instead of right in the view by button right there. Yeah, it's actually a little bit confusing with the stuff you want to go. And actually, they did integrate the stuff for the display. Yeah. Display what screen resolution is. Yeah, that's actually 720p. Still, yeah, this is actually a 720p display. Yeah, that's the highest, the lowest you can go. 1024 by 768. But nobody uses those screen resolutions no more, is because they're pretty small and not enough space to work with on the computer monitor. Yeah, excuse me. You can still get to what the system is. You can get to add new hardware if you want. And this is where this is actually where you install drivers. So, but right now today, I think where you can download drivers off the internet. But I think before that is where you have this some sort of new hardware wizard, and that's the only thing back then that you can install drivers. But right now today, we all install drivers via off the internet instead of just doing this. We don't install drivers off of this anymore. We just right now install drivers off the internet. So yeah, we right now install drivers off the internet. We don't add drivers anymore off of the add new hardware program. We right now add drivers. As we move on, we get to stuff that is a little bit complicated and simpler, but however, right now we install drivers off the internet. That's how what time marches on. And yeah, and technology marches on as well. And I'm gonna play a little bit of Minesweeper. I usually do suck at this game. See, yeah, you click the smiley face right here to just restart the game. Because if you hit the ones that have the mines under them, it's a wrap. Oh, hey dudes. I'm just streaming, but I'm gonna stream for 2 more minutes before I have to. Yeah, at 11:30 I'm gonna leave. So, expert. Yeah, it's just a living. Well, as you can see, there's a lot of mines. As you see, it's just, but you can customize it whatever you want.
That is correct, Fernando Ramos. You guys are
Oh, this one's gonna be crazy. There you go.
Are you guys up to 450? Here's your next question for $100.
Makes it a lot easier.
CFCs were banned from aerosols.
And there you go. But you can. But here's some option. Oh, there's no way you could put sounds. It's just like unlike in Windows XP. As you can see, it's a rap when you look like, yeah, it's like a dabbing dude. Oh, pff, it's a rap. Oh my! Oh, it's quick. I'm gonna close out some programs just because I'm gonna have to end the stream a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna close out these tabs. And this is where you'll find some, hold on. I could zoom. Where I can zoom. Oh. Look at this. This is where you'll zoom. You know, I just actually found Leah's full name. So this is where you'll find some stuff about Shimmer and Shine, about the characters and all that stuff. Yeah, but the most recent one I just put is Emma. But for some reason, when you say her name, the name for her name is, the word for her name is actually an I at the beginning instead of the E that you speak for her name, Emma, and that's it. It's just with an I for some reason. I don't know. Let me just fix the zoom. It's a little bit difficult to just fix the zoom on this. Oh yeah, there we go. You can fix it. So as you can see, it's gonna be a wrap. I'm just gonna shut the operating system down. You can see it's vintage, it's obsolete, and it's a wrap for the operating system. There you go. It's shutting down. As you can see, good night out Windows 98, and it's a wrap. So as you can see,
Shout out to help on the phone. They're all the same. But be careful on that, because if this restarts your app.
you see it doesn't want to shut down. It's already 11:30. I'll just let it shut down when I'm gonna end the stream. So now I'll just end the stream just doing it like this. Yeah, this is actually what my dashboard looks like, and this is just all of the stuff like this. As you can see, unfortunately guys, I'm gonna end the stream. So yeah, that was it for tonight's special stream. So thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos of mine and streams of mine, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye and good night.